Warning. This episode contains spoilers for The Curse of La Llorona. What? Jessica, can you help me out with this?
La Llorona!
Thanks. Life's Gummy. From the minds of Nikki Tells You How to Live Your Life, Nikki Smith, and It's All Been Done Radio Hour, Jerome Wetzel, comes a new photo comic called Life's Gummy. Every Saturday, read a new strip at iabdpresents.com. Follow the tribe of gummy bears on their adventure as they navigate the jungle of a living room, seeking out wise elders at the top of the couch, forage for food on a messy desk. And as always, all of our programming can be found at iabdpresents.com. Please support us, even if it's for just $1, at patreon.com/IABD. Welcome to Marianne's Macabre Review. Welcome to Marianne's Macabre Review. We've got an all-ladies special today with maybe a guest appearance from Keith later on in the episode. Once he watches this movie, if he watches this movie in time. Let's see what we got with us today. We've got Tracey.
Hi.
We've got Peebs.
Woo!
We got Jessica.
Hello.
And myself. So today we watched The Curse of La Llorona.
Llorona.
I can't roll. Yeah. I can't do any of that.
It's not like my Rona, it's your Rona.
La Llorona. Oh, I can't.
Let's discuss. This is the 6th or 7th in the Conjuring series now. This has been confirmed that it is in the Conjuring timeline universe, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, and they say it in the thing anyway.
They show the
mention
priest
Annabelle.
in the flashback.
Yeah, they show Annabelle. They have lots of throwbacks to stuff that's like Annabelle, like the little Raggedy Ann doll and stuff like that.
The Raggedy Ann's. Misty's not haunted, alright?
Yeah, no, Misty isn't haunted.
Misty's
She's just
cool.
a regular doll.
She's just a plot device.
Yeah. to make kids do stupid things.
Kids are dumb. They're so stupid.
We have, as our special guest today, Tracey, who is the only woman with kids here, which I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So actually, let's just go around. Let's say general thoughts of the movie. Then we'll get into a deeper dive of, what we like, what we didn't like. I don't know. We'll see. Jessica, why don't you actually just give us a summary?
Okay, so summary. Velma from Scooby-Doo, who we all love.
Love her.
And they were watching Scooby-Doo.
Single mom. I know. I was like, Scooby-Doo, I know that ghost. I've seen that episode 87 times. Mm-hmm. But she's a single mom. Her husband's dead. Plot point, her husband's Mexican. They were like, how can we make a story about Mexican people and make white people watch it? We will put a white lady in the lead role. And her children will just be half Mexican. Done. So,
such a Velma.
She is a, child services agent.
Protective services, yep.
Yeah. She goes to one of her ladies whose kids have not been going to school to investigate what's the what. Finds out, whoops-a-doodles, they're haunted by La Llorona. And being the dumb bitch she is, because she's not Mexican, she's just married to a Mexican man. She lets the kids out, and whoops, child murder. And then she gets haunted by La Llorona.
But shenanigans happen? I mean, it probably started already happening.
So many shenanigans.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, and I gotta say, props for actually murdering children. Yeah. Because we generally don't, as Americans, murder children in our movies.
Yeah.
So it's like, ballsy move. Let's see if it pays off. It didn't.
Unless you're Guillermo del Toro, and that's all he does.
Yeah. Well,
But you know, he's not American.
I know. Well, okay, fair.
and see, her children were half white. The other ones were all
Totally Mexican.
totally Mexican, so therefore all bets are off. You can kill those.
Oh no!
I feel like that's how they got away with, they're like, it's all right.
They're like, and we'll only show you these kids for like 2 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
You won't get attached.
Yeah, it's okay.
But they were cute.
They were adorable.
They were adorable. And little outfits, little pajamas.
I know. Aww. Look like long johns. As
Yeah,
pajamas.
they totally were.
Like, I used to wear those.
So,
Oh, speaking of, the movie was set in, like, what, 83?
73.
Oh,
73, yeah, before I was born.
Okay.
That's
No
why
cell
she had, like, the
phones.
whole bell
The
bottom.
bell bottoms. I
Yeah.
did see the
High
bell
waist.
bottoms.
I was digging her bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jessica, what'd you think?
I mean, it was alright.
Yeah.
It was the same as all the other Conjuring ones, honestly. Mm-hmm. They showed all the scary parts in the trailer. So
Sadly.
it wasn't a surprise. That's their tactic.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, learn from it.
Mhm.
So nothing was shocking, really.
Yeah. Peebs.
So the only part that was scary to me at all was when the two boys, the kids that were the first wellness check,
Yeah.
Patricia's kids, was in the halfway house. Like, I don't know what that was supposed to be.
The Catholic orphanage or
St.
whatever it was.
Victoria's. I was trying to see if St. Victoria had any meaning, and it doesn't really shine much light on this. But anyway, so when they were walking down the hallway, and then he looks, and the other brother is already turned and is going down the hallway, that was amazing. And then you get to the last turn, and he's actually facing him, and then points up. That was great. I was like,
good.
if this is what we're going to do in here, because kids are creepy, I would like to refer back to my earlier statement in the last podcast. Kids are creepy. I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then that would be the last point where I was actually scared. And you know me, I was writing notes the whole time.
I was watching, like, is she taking notes in the dark?
Oh, yeah. Actually, my handwriting is better when I guess I can't see it.
Nice. Tracy?
If the first 10 minutes were the whole movie, I would have probably thrown up. But, I mean, pretty much what everybody else said. Like, once you got out of that initial story, it was, standard spooky movie fare. I try really hard to come up with, like, positive things to say. It was okay.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable movie.
That we enjoyed, like, MST3King.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the umbrella scene and like the girl's reaction to the umbrella. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
I want to get to
She
that.
was so funny.
I want
She
to
was
get
just
to that
like,
later, but
excuse me?
Like, the attitude there. The attitude. I mean, again, we had a moment where it was a kid being a kid.
Yeah,
And it was a reaction that seemed genuine. Like,
yeah,
are you kidding me?
yeah,
And then
Like, what
we
is it?
lost it.
yeah.
That was funny.
So let's go into what we like first, because I feel like what we don't like might be a little bit longer than what we like. Jessica, you want to start again?
Adorable Children. 1. Yes, what is this guy from, Detective Cooper? Because I know you saved the last dance. Done. That was easy. Full intentions. I knew him. It was like, you are in rom-coms. What are they? Yeah, I like the kids. I mean, the acting was good. Linda Cardellini was good. Despite me making fun of her being in it. Like, she's always good in whatever she's in.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the freaking Catholic priest who's like, if you decide to go with this other man, I can no longer help you. I was like, ain't that the Catholic way? Look at that. They're like, I will just leave you to die if he fails.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye. I was just like, dude. I thought the chick who played Patricia did a really good job of being a heinous bitch. And I was like,
Yes.
I know your children just died, but to wish the death of 2 other children
Yeah.
who have nothing to do with this.
Isn't that Anaxunamun? Let me look and see. I think
my
that's her.
God.
Yeah, you've got to look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's her. Because I'm like,
I love
damn,
her.
Anaxunamun like,
Like,
had a
where's my
bad
phone?
sex.
Oh, it's right there.
I'm looking here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, she did great.
Oh, yeah,
And I was
it's her.
just like, bitch,
Yep, she was in the
no
movies.
excuse. I don't care what happens to you now.
I didn't pray to God.
I pray to
pray
the woman
to-
who murdered my children.
The weeping woman.
And I liked our first real sight of her with Chris
Yeah.
when she's like up on that hill overlooking the murder of the 2 boys and she's crying and then she like does the weird like neck turn where she's like and I was like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Look at that. And then she runs at him. I was like, oh
Oh,
no.
her name is Marisol. The actress that plays La Llorona.
Yeah. And then it's like, what happened? Oh, she went crazy as you do and just murdered her children to get back at her husband. I was like, is this a Greek tragedy? Jesus.
Apparently.
In all the things, she goes into a blind rage and kills her children, and I'm just like, seriously, is
That's
there?
what I'm saying.
That is actually part of the legend, though.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
There's like a
quoting from.
couple different versions of it, but it all ends with her murdering her kids.
And she's like, okay, Medea. Not Medea. Is Medea her name? Jason's wife?
Oh, God.
It's an M. What is her name?
No, I think...
Jason?
No, we're not talking like Medea as in Medea's Christmas.
Right,
I think
that's
you're-
where I
think
went.
You're right. No, I think
was
you're
like,
right.
Wife. There's like a play about
No,
it,
it's
and
Jason
she
and the Ark-
murders
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
children. Yeah, Medea. That is her name.
Okay, but that's not where my brain went. I
Yeah,
apologize.
not Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
We're talking Greek here.
She's in the Argonauts' wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who famously, in a jealous rage, murdered all her children.
yeah.
I'm like, what the? You clearly didn't love your children because no one who loves their children goes into a jealous rage and murders them.
Yeah.
Convince me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I will never be convinced.
Peebs, what'd you like?
I liked some of the comedy that was in it.
Oh yeah.
So, Raphael with the ta-da.
Yeah.
That was cute. So the first time was with the eggs that were, and
Dancing.
again, that may be a thing. I that's interesting, but yeah, it's a magic trick. Ta-da! And the are you scared? Sometimes I'm scared. Are you scared? Nope.
No.
Also, I felt like they were setting things up, and somewhere along the writing or the editing process, they forgot about it. Because I was also excited in the beginning, the eyes on the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome
And
because
it's
that's
the
a
evil
thing.
eye, and it
eyes,
didn't come
yeah.
back.
Right.
Well, but-
This is a thing. Like, I know that she puts the kids in the closet, which is close to, I guess,
Yeah.
a callback to that. But drawing eyes on
drawing.
things to watch over
Yeah.
and doing it repeatedly is a thing. And I was like really excited to see that again at the beginning. I thought between looking at the St. Michael
Medallion.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to get used at some point, or the fact it was St. Victoria's that they were staying at. I started seeing all those. I was like, oh, maybe this. Nope, has no ties.
No, you just had a kind of Catholic, kind of not
Yeah.
shaman
They did
dude.
a tour of the house at the beginning of the movie. That was when the little girl starts going into the house and says hi to mom, and we're running late. And they run through. It's to give you an idea of where everything is in the house for later. The second time they do it, Dad's office door has a lock and key.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so we're going to go running through the house at some point, and she's going to be able to lock. Never went. So I have no idea why that was something that kind of stood out.
And a door that apparently just flies open.
Yeah, the
Right.
swingy door.
Yeah, why lock it? Why have a lock on one side and a swingy door on the other?
It got a little overbearing in the movie, but I did like all the references to water and reflections. So, like, when the daughter first kind of peeps, like, slowly is walking to see what is on the other side of the gate. And after she came down, I was like, oh, of course, you know, it's not going to happen there. There's no water. And then we get, oh, now I need to go to the pool because my umbrella hates me.
Umbrellas.
Right. But with the umbrella, it was the reflection kind of through it, seen through the water.
Magic
water
umbrellas. It's magic.
Water pooling places. You have the bathtub. So I guess cheers for consistency?
Question mark?
I'm reaching.
Tracy.
Oh, boy. We're talking about things we liked.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first 10 minutes.
All right. That's good.
I mean, yeah. I think that the cast, they had a really good cast. I mean, I've seen a lot of these faces before, and I think they did their best. Yeah. So, I mean, some of the humor was funny. It was nice to relieve the tension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The deadpan, like, straight man delivery of the jokes was nice. Yeah.
Made no apologies for using the kids as bait.
Yeah, right.
Actually, all of you as
Everybody.
bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
So, I liked it. It was not... I feel like it's a step back for the Conjuring series because Annabelle Creation did such a good job ramping up the horror, giving us backstory, and giving us cool stuff. That, like, the original Conjuring was good. The second Conjuring was also good. And then you start getting into all these different iterations, and they're beginning to miss their mark, I think. And I think this is one that probably does the same. It's just slightly off. It's more stereotypical horror movie. You know when the things are going to happen, so you're not scared by it. There's only so many times you can have a woman run at you and be scared by it.
Well, I feel like we were watching a movie from the 70s or 80s. Not like that it was set in the 70s or 80s. I feel like we were watching a 70s, 80s era horror movie.
It was really formulaic.
Yeah.
It checked all the boxes, but it didn't. But you liked it. I'm sorry I went off.
I thought it was just like every other Conjuring movie, honestly.
Yeah. So, let's get into...
What I did like, none of these characters were as dumb as that bitch in The Nun.
Yep. Oh, man. What?
None of them were that dumb.
Okay, so let's get into things we didn't like, but I just want to mention the one thing. When the little boy, in the first 10 minutes, when the little boys are sleeping and the guy comes in to check on them,
Dude,
like,
loud as hell.
loud as hell.
Right.
If that had been me, I would have been like, huh? I'm awake. What do you want? Is it as a house on fire?
Child in that place.
Yeah,
And
loud.
Who built that place? Because we were doing turns, and I was like, where? Have we not run out the side of the building yet?
I think I did like 7
What's
left.
going on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
Where are
also,
we?
how long was that guy gone? Because it felt like a minute. How did you not hear the kid screaming?
Yeah, exactly.
Yelling for his brother.
Brother, every other second, yeah. Thomas!
They were so
Thomas!
cute.
He was really cute. All the kids were cute. And the kids were pretty smart until the end.
I mean, I accept kids being stupid, because kids are stupid.
Yeah.
Even smart kids are stupid.
Yeah.
And it's just because they're young.
Yeah. They don't know yet.
They don't know.
See, no, I'm going with, I didn't see any, except for the only time I saw one of the kids do something smart, or let alone anyone do something smart, was when we first see the attic. Right. And I'm sorry, Tracy and I over here
literally,
like, don't do it.
Don't open
go
up
there.
that attic.
And then he pushes it up, and we're like,
And he closed it, yeah.
okay, get it. And then it comes flying down, he runs away. Like, I'm not going to investigate this anymore. But everybody else, I hear a noise. I must go investigate. No.
My one thing was like, you just came out of your lighted bedroom.
Yes.
And now you're going to walk around in the dark.
Dark.
When I walk around at night, I'm like, light, because I will trip and fall down the steps and die.
Oh.
So I'm like, light,
Yeah.
light, cat, light.
Every place. Well, first, we walk into Patricia's place. Candles everywhere. Fucking where. It's like, do you have like a warehouse full of candles?
Do you know how expensive
Do
that
you
shit
know how
is?
expensive that would be?
Thank
And
you,
the
72.
wax would be everywhere. she would just have a wall of wax.
Okay, since we're talking about that really quickly, one of the things that I had to note was that she was a social worker. She worked for the city or whatever. He was a cop. And they had a mansion. They had like a really
and like
fancy,
an Olympic-sized pool.
An Olympic-sized pool.
See? And you complain about millennials because we want to live a life where we too can just have one normal fucking job and own a house.
Right.
And in 1973, you could. Thank you.
And millennial rant. I just kept thinking there's no way I could afford a house like that with two incomes. Nope.
Not now.
Can we flash forward to the end? Why the hell was his bandage on the outside of his shirt?
It was a towel.
I
was like staring at it real hard.
Wrapped.
I was like, that's definitely a towel, and he just does not give a fuck.
Like, he looked like a maitre d' and just laid it over.
I wonder if she just had one of those, like, little purse guns.
Yeah.
Like a 22 or whatever it is, the little one that
T-shirt.
barely does anything to you.
Yeah, you did see
So it's
the
just
exit
like,
one. But still, wouldn't you take the shirt down
and
put the
like,
towel
on the
in there?
inside?
I don't know.
He doesn't
just
seem
saying.
super, like,
bothered,
concerned
Yeah.
about being shot.
He doesn't, that was my...
He's like happily waving and climbing in the taxi. I'm like, I literally said, go to the damn hospital.
Right.
Someone needs to take him to the hospital.
Like, by the way, you still need stitches.
Yeah.
You need something.
And probably physical therapy.
That's a flesh wound.
Sorry, we're still supposed to be talking about things we like. We've already...
we've switched rails. We're into the negative now.
We derailed.
I feel like they dropped his storyline totally. I feel like he was supposed to have a bigger part, and he just did not.
Yeah, because he was investigating and, like, getting the tar tears and shit out of Patricia's apartment.
Okay, can we talk about
the
how
ectoplasm?
His crack spoon that he was using and how it was, like a baby bird couldn't even eat out of it. Scoopy.
I was like, pick it up and then it scrapes it on the rim of the thing. Dude, let it go all the way into the glass and then scrape it on the side of the glass. You're gonna screw the cap on. It's gonna get this cap sticky, then you're never gonna be able to open it again. And these are things.
And that's where they lost Marianne.
Okay. Marianne is going to be on board for this. They said not to break the beads, right? Don't break the line of the
the
or whatever.
C's,
Why was she reaching over the line? Step over the line, grab the doll, step back in? But why? Because reaching over,
logic.
that half of your body is still out. And I hate to go back to us. It's just immediately I'm thinking of the freaking coffee table again. Like, kid, walk over, grab doll, walk in, done.
Yeah.
It didn't build. And I think it was supposed to build tension. Like, oh, she's gonna. No, I'm just like, this is stupid. Stop it.
I think they over-relied on the drawing out of the tension.
But to be real, I do that when I'm reaching for things from the bed. Like that exact thing. I'm like, how far can I go?
Yeah, but nobody told you that if you leaned out of your bed, you would die by a horrible sea witch or whatever.
Are you going by the floor is lava rules? Because if so, I can appreciate and respect that.
I think it would be a different game if someone was like, a horrible ghost lady will come and steal you if you lean over too far.
Wait,
it's a different story.
From under my bed. So now I'm just never going to reach for things while I'm laying in bed? Thanks for that.
I mean, I don't.
Just ruined. That's cool.
I did like how the mom, she was just ready to go. Whenever she saw that ghost, she's like, and like, she's like, the pool! And she just dives into the pool and looks at it. Doesn't even stop to check. She's just like, oof.
That was a bit of a departure that I was pleased with. Oh, there's a thing I liked. I like the fact that it didn't take the mother, 7 years of horrible things happening to believe her children. Yeah. She saw a thing that happened and she's like, the kids are like, oh, I fell. And she's like, no, seriously, what happened? Like, oh, I fell. But then day 2, she was like, okay. For real, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and I mean, the kids not being truthful, I get. Because if you're like, this lady in white did this to us, the social worker's gonna be like, sure.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fucking sure that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And your mom's gonna be like, what?
Also, did they do well visits in the 70s? I don't know.
They just sent you to orphanages. Yeah. Gonna go to the orphanage, where it's probably worse.
When the son goes into the sister's room because he thinks she's crying,
and
then discovers, oh no, it's Yeah.
Llorona.
I can't say it the way you do. You're going to say it for me.
La Llorona.
And then he goes running out, but then stops halfway in the hallway.
Yeah, I was like, keep running.
I'm sorry. By the time it took him to turn back around and see I'm out the front door, gone. Nope, I'm going to go run to the neighbor's house and make a quick phone call because cell phones aren't a thing yet. Yeah. I don't care, but I'm not in the house. I'm not in that hallway. I'm out.
Yep.
He's also 10.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't seen the horror movies we have.
He was also much more
at
curious.
10, at 8, at probably 6.5. I am out of that house.
I don't think so.
I will say that in that first hallway scene where the kids following his brother in the scary long hallway to orphanage. Sorry.
How the mom's...
No, right on.
Every time the mom and they stop, she's like, run!
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Mom.
Do it.
Use those mom powers.
Yep.
Don't go in the basement. There was a certain point where we just started yelling at the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, they that ghost threw her into the wall in the basement steps. I was like, ouch.
Yeah.
Well, so he's like, I need a hammer and nails. And she's like, this is a horrible thing that's happening. Let me go down to the dark and scary basement. We were just like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Don't go in.
Oh, hell no. Hashtag white lady.
Yep.
But to be fair, I mean, she's like, this will save my children. And she went.
Yep. I guess we didn't really like this movie that much.
Well, if I may.
Yeah.
So I have kids.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's hear your perspective.
I am the only one in the car right now that I know of that has kids. And
Correct.
let me say that the first few minutes, I knew that she stole children. Like, I knew the basic story. I didn't know the part that she had killed her own children. And that will get me in a movie or a story every fucking time. Any movie where a parent does harm to their children. I think I was told I wasn't supposed to watch Babadook.
Well,
like anything.
because it's a terrible movie.
Well, okay.
Yep.
But like,
I
In
agree.
my opinion.
I brought this up a couple times in previous podcasts, but like, El Orfanato, The Orphanage, also Guillermo del Toro. It's
We should watch
an
it.
incredible movie, but are we allowed to cuss on this? I can't
Yes,
remember.
you can.
Whoa, I hope so.
I'm right.
Okay. Like, it fucked me up really bad. Just the idea of trying to do the best for your kids. And as a parent, I have nightmares during the day about horrible things happening to my kids. It's part of the gig. When you care about somebody, you're always afraid something bad is going to happen. But the idea that I could be the person that does something to my child is fucking horrifying. Yeah. And so anything so the first 5 minutes of that where they were telling the backstory of her, I didn't know that's what I was in for. Oh. And so that immediately fucked me up. And I'm like, oh God, she killed her own kids. Like, that is horrifying to me. And so that kind of set off my expectations for the rest of the movie. I was, and again, on the other hand, there are these other two mothers who want to do whatever they can to save their kids. Mm-hmm. And then the other horrifying side to that is, okay, let's say in real life your house is haunted and something horrible is trying to get your kids, but it looks like you're doing it, and there's nothing that you can do because no matter who you talk to, they think that you're hurting your kids. Yeah. So those are kind of two sides of that, like the parental coin that, really, got to me and got under my skin. But that wasn't necessarily I don't know. So the idea of that at the beginning really fucking horrified me, and I was really worried about how the rest of the movie was going to go and if it was just going to keep hurting me like that. But
luckily
that was not the case, but I think that it kind of went downhill from there because they set the stakes so fucking high at the beginning.
Yes.
That I feel like, I don't know. So it hit me in a mom place at the beginning, and then I kind of forgot as the movie kind of got silly towards the middle/end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I knew it was a movie that I was going into, and I'm like, okay, this monster wants to get kids. And of course I was thinking, why the hell am I doing this? Why did I volunteer to do this? But, yeah. So, I mean, that's really my mom experience. Yeah, you want to do whatever you can to protect your kids, and
except for that one lady who's like, I prayed to kill your other kids.
Well, she doesn't care about that other woman's kids. She cares about her kids.
Right. Like, but to get her children back, I'm like, how are you going to get your children back? How?
She done fucked up in her head.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so that's my mom's explanation.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That's something we don't have.
That I didn't have that perspective at all. Yeah. So no, that's good.
So let's give our ratings: entertainment and scare factor, because it's definitely not horror.
Yeah, no, that.
I mean,
that was a horror movie.
I mean, but yeah, I mean horror. Horror as in it wasn't gory.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't gory. So I'd just say let's just do a scare factor. There were some creepy moments. Tracey, why don't you start?
Oh boy. Oh, why you start me? So scare factor 3. I feel like Keith this time around.
Yeah.
I'd say scare factor 3, enjoyment, I would say 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. I feel like they relied a lot on drawing out tension to almost no, climax, and I kind of got frustrated with that.
Yeah.
Just like from a movie, like a whole movie perspective.
I appreciate that.
Peebs?
So, scare factor 2. And it gets a 2 just because of some of the scenes in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Agreed. There was no point that I felt like these people were going to die. And it wasn't because I thought they were capable. I just didn't think the movie was going to deliver it. So I never got really fully immersed in it.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment, that I'd probably give a 4 just because, again, some of the comedic points, seeing the priest who did the flashback for the previous movie, I thought that was good. And I don't know the name of these actors, but I love him, and I also love Raphael.
I have it pulled up because I was looking at it earlier.
Okay.
Who are we talking about?
Raphael? Raymond Cruz. I love him! He's so good. And it was enjoyable seeing the actors in there, but at no point did I just fully go, oh wow, I'm in this world and anything can happen.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I had another.
That's really been go ahead.
I just keep having all these thoughts. So, one of the things that I talk about pretty consistently are the rules. And the rules in each movie, a lot of times they'll tell you in the beginning, she can only go near water or yada, yada, yada. There were no consistent rules. Yes, she likes to drown children. But sometimes she had wind powers. But the wind powers went away when she needed to blow the seeds away from the front door. And sometimes she had...
blanket powers?
Yeah.
I'm going to now wrap you up in a blanket.
Right.
Well, no, she could disappear and reappear on different floors and stuff.
Yeah.
But then other times she walked upstairs.
Well, and then sometimes a door would hold her. Sometimes they had sometimes they would hold her on the other side of a door, but then sometimes she would pop up into the attic. So I think that as I like movies that have rules, but then occasionally break them. This had none. And so it was really inconsistent with when she could do what thing.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of made it it didn't make a lot of sense. If she could blow the windows open or the doors open at will, why couldn't she blow away the magic seeds?
Yeah, I don't agree with the seeds because he specifically said these are from this tree that she can't stand to do anything or be around.
Yeah, but it's wind.
But if it's magic and you can't do anything to it, then she's not going to be able to blow them away.
I was waiting for that supernatural moment where they can't cross the salt line, and then all of a sudden the windows open and the wind blows it away.
Opens, yeah.
And then it didn't happen, and I was like, okay, there's something else that's going to happen. Okay, and it kind of went from there. But yeah, I was totally expecting that supernatural moment.
Yeah, and then sometimes she could what is the thing where you lift things with your mind? Oh, telekinesis.
Yeah.
She could do that with the bookshelves and doors and things, but at other times it didn't matter. It was just really inconsistent inside its own story and its own world, so that kind of bummed me out. Sorry.
No. You don't have to be sorry. We're not apologizing to the movie. We paid. They're getting paid for it.
Oh, I need to pay.
I know.
So scare, I'd say probably like a 1. Entertainment, I don't know, like a 5. Pretty middle. I think if you enjoy any of the other Conjuring universe movies, this is the same.
Yeah, it's
so it's fine.
Yeah.
It was what I expected. So
Yeah. I'm going to go around the same. Wasn't scary. 1. I'm going to give it a little bit higher, 6, because I do enjoy all the Conjuring movies.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, that's all I really have to say about it.
Maybe I need to
Weird
go back and watch the
person
Conjuring
walking
movies.
over here. I don't know what's happening.
why are they having their drug deal right next to us? They're old, too.
Help.
I'm just gonna put on my seatbelt.
They're probably like trading
Also
Viagra
cursed.
or
Oh,
something.
shit.
What's wrong?
This whole group of people that are parked right next to us now.
Oh.
So does anybody have anything they want to promote for coming up?
Yeah, so the PSA from PBS, the
Promote while
What's
I
in the Box? So actually that's going to get put off for a couple weeks because Magic the Gathering is happening.
Yay.
So by the time this comes out, I don't know, but we are just before pre-release weekend right now, and release weekend's the next time. So stay tuned. PBS, Facebook, we'll make announcements on when it'll be available. And again, that's going to be the 90s mystery box unboxing.
Cool.
Tracy?
I normally talk about the March of Dimes. I think right now the thing that is most new and pressing is my art blog and all that good stuff. I've started selling prints at my Etsy shop. I know this is super shameless self-promotion.
That's what this is for.
But my Instagram is Mythical Magpie. And so is my blog, so is my Etsy. Check out my work. I like doing art.
Nice. Jessica?
So I'll be in Theater Roulette at Mad Lab in May. Theater Roulette is the longest running shorts festival in Ohio. 22 short plays over 3 nights. I'm in Apocalypse Night. Keith is in Cyberspace
I think so.
night. Keith's in another night. You can find tickets at madlab.net. I'll also be in the Fuck Cancer Cabaret the first weekend of June.
So will I.
Yeah.
With 2 things. I'll be with Jessica doing a dance, and then I'll also be doing an American Sign Language thing.
Woot.
Something.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And something.
Alrighty, folks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. It's All Been Done presents Who's Got the Time?